Aloha. Welcome to the very first long-awaited bike rehab. Here we have a MGX. I think that means mongoose. And this bike has a lot of stories already. And it looks in pretty good condition. I already filled up the tires, so they're at the recommended. Look at that. They're Kenda tires. Gotta love it. Yeah, max pressure 65. So that's good. The brakes are a little off. So one little trick that we have when the brakes are off, this pad here, this pad is a lot closer than that pad, but you probably can't see that. So one trick before we start screwing around with things, and I already adjusted the pads so they hit the rim better, but you pop off that spring, came right out of there, and then you brace your vehicle and just bend that spring the other way. Bend it, really bend it. And then, if you bend it enough, it should be hard to go back in. And then, yes, voila. See, now they're even. Again, not that you can probably tell. So that's the spring right there. Very simple operation. And now when they're even, you check to see they're actually pretty good. And now this other one, see, now that I did that, now this other one has to get the spring pop action. So, fair enough. Right. And did it work? Yeah. I don't think I even have to do anything except tighten up that bolt. Okay, so now we got a good new front tire, and I already did let's check the truing. So here's Crank Brothers tool. This is very cool. I really like this tool. This is good fun. It's got everything going on, everything you could want, including, see that? This. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just a corporate shot? I think that's great. This is a great tool. So here's the truing tool. Screws off. It also couples as the chain brake, so really great design, efficiency, making the most out of everything. Sweet. So I got this. We go in. Well, see, it's not touching. The brakes would have to be touching on one side when you, let's do it on the back. What is that? What's going on there? Back brakes aren't touching either. Okay, looks like truing is going to come later if I find something on the back, because I've already done the front. Yeah, it's getting too complicated to do two things at once for me. So I'm just going to get back into the rest of the bike. What I'm going to do next is lubricate the chain, because the chain's pretty rusty. So I'm going to lubricate that, lubricate all this stuff in here. I'm going to check out the gear shifting. Don't really know about that. But lubricate. The air seems pretty good. But this is at kind of an angle, so we'll let the air out and get that back in a good way. And I think she'll have a bike, and then do to the back brakes what I did to the front, and good times. So that was my very first how-to video. It may not have been very instructional, but slow and steady, right? And nobody's racing. Oh, and bravo for the stand. This was taught to me by Dominic in Cincinnati. Very cool. So, aloha.